Do you want to see a Karen freak out on an innocent blind man?
There's my cart.
Get the away from me! What the
Whoa.
are you doing?
Just kidding. That's not what you just saw. That's what the title of that video was. Regular person behaves rationally, just doesn't get a lot of clicks. What she did in that video is exactly what I would want my wife or one of my kids or one of my clients that I train here in self-defense to do in that scenario. If you don't believe me, I get it. I'm gonna explain. I'm also gonna show you what happens when these pranks go really wrong. Or really right, depending on who you're asking. I'm really conflicted about prank channels. I think I feel the same way about prank channels that I feel about the zoo. I understand all the criticisms, and I agree with most of the criticisms of them. But damn, I enjoy these things. I enjoy the zoo, and I enjoy a good prank channel. In fact, My House is Dirty is one of my favorite channels.
Next customer, all one. Next customer, all one. I mean, all three. I apologize.
Some of his stuff is brilliant and groundbreaking, and some of it is mindless trash. I don't know why I like that channel so much. I guess I'm just a huge hypocrite because I'm going to spend most of this video telling you how idiotic and stupid and dangerous these pranks and these channels are, but like, I watch a lot of them. I do think that there's a lot of value from a self-defense perspective in watching these. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go with that. I like watching these because they give you a window into how people behave under stress without having to sit through people getting stabbed and shot over and over again. Some of this stuff is done with very subtle setups and some great improvisational acting.
Well, how many are you getting? Oh my goodness.
Nobody gets hurt, nobody really gets embarrassed, and the ones where people do flip out, it's because they actually are overreacting.
Hey, thank you. That's my buggy. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? What the goddamn hell are you doing?
I asked him to move it for me.
But some of his content is just him being mean to people to try to get a reaction of them. It's kind of brainless. It's not very clever.
Come on, jackass, get out the way. Idiot.
Talking to me?
Yes.
Don't start that shit. You cut me off.
I didn't even see your fat ass.
And some of it is outright assault. When I first saw the video with the Karen freaking out on the blind guy, I want to show you a comment I got on my initial reaction to that video. This guy actually thinks that we should be prepared for that and that we should expect that, and that's, if this were happening to us, that should be the first thing that we think. See how dangerous the internet is? The internet has measurably, demonstrably detached this person from reality. That's not the most likely explanation if this stuff happens to you. The internet is scary and dangerous because it's not reality, but it can affect reality. Have you ever Googled yourself and then been shocked by the personal information that's available on those public listing sites? It's a little unfair when I Google myself. It's a lot of videos and blogs that other people have made about how terrible and stupid I am. Data brokers make a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and other people who want your personal information, including where you live. That's why I'm excited to tell you about this video sponsor, Aura. Aura can identify data brokers and send opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your information if you ask them to. They just make it super hard to do that. So let Aura handle it for you. You can try Aura for 2 weeks for free using my link, aura.com/hard-to-hurt. I'll also put it in the description down below. Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats that you can't see. It's really easy to set up so you don't have to download different apps to get things like parental controls, VPN, antivirus, password management, identity theft insurance, and more. You get everything at one affordable price. For me, I'm most interested in the parental controls because I don't let my kids watch the same trash that I watch on YouTube. My mom let me watch Silence of the Lambs, and I haven't seen it since, but I think about that movie all the time. And I don't know whether it was a good thing or a bad thing that she let me see it, but I don't like my kids watching just anything. I like to have more control, so I like the parental control feature. Let Aura do all the hard work of keeping you safe online so you can think about other things. Now, you can either let people continue to exploit and profit off of your personal information, or you can go to aura.com/hard-to-hurt and get started on your 2-week trial. Y'all gather around. Look at this shit. Look at this.
It's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. You handled yourself. You handled yourself very well.
No, it's embarrassing.
Look at
I
this.
feel embarrassed. Man.
If I hop up this counter and break that camera, you gonna be mad. So stop fucking recording me, though.
Make my milkshake and chill out.
I'm not making nothing.
You're not making nothing? Dude, you heard how she talked to me? Alright.
Inside, I'm not making nothing. You want to stand here? Stand here. We're not just serving y'all.
I'll go back there myself and make a damn milkshake, motherfucker.
Over here? I swear to God, I'll shit out of you.
Dude, get the hell out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, I said.
Dude.
He's like, come on. You handled it perfectly. Explain to me, like, what happened before? Because that's the problem with these things. They don't show you before.
Yeah.
They just show her flipping out.
Calm down, you know. I was trying to solve the issue calmly. Like the girl started, you know, getting like, you know, mad at them, and they were getting mad at them, and I was like, you know what? Let me make this shake and let them get out of here, so we can avoid the trouble. Well, like at a certain point, I was like, no, I'm not taking this shit no more.
Yeah.
So I was like, here's your money. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. And then
I
when he
was
said he
like-
was gonna come over the counter.
I was like, you come over here, I'll beat the shit out of you. I swear, I will beat the shit out
I
of you.
think that's appropriate. We're not
That's it.
serving you. You've got to leave. I'm coming over to the counter.
I was like, if you're a man, come over this guy. He actually went to my wife's job too, to Home Depot, and did the same thing. He went to their break room. That's what he does. He tries.
He went all the way in the break room?
Yes, in the break room.
Dude, he's gonna get. Dude,
No, he got arrested like maybe 7 times. This guy's crazy.
think about if his dumb ass had hopped that counter.
Oh my
How he'd be like,
god. Oh my god. I was waiting for him to do
So
something.
they just show
Yes.
her acting out, right?
Yes.
Then they just show you
They only show
fed
you-
up.
Yes, exactly.
They don't show that he riled you up.
No.
So they make it out to be like, look at how crazy these people are.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
It's a good thing that idiot didn't hop that counter though.
No, but he was gonna beat the shit out of him. I swear to God, I was gonna beat the shit out of him. I was at that point, and he came
And this-
second time.
He came back?
Yeah, he came back.
He lives in Myrtle Beach.
Does he?
He went
Yes.
to Myrtle Beach High School.
Oh, you know that guy?
Yeah, he went to high school with me.
What's his name?
Fucking idiot.
Almost a million.
Almost
a
a,
Go ahead.
990,000.
You're gonna reach a million.
But you know what? Even though he handpicked the clips that he used,
I still look
you
better
still
than
look.
him.
Yeah, he looks like an idiot.
Even in the comments, you see people are like, why
Yeah,
are you harassing people?
Watching these things is extremely interesting because people will underreact or overreact, and you might be surprised at the things that cause it.
Ain't no fucking joke. Don't fuck with me. You hear me?
A person has already come into your personal space and demonstrated a clear disregard for your personal space, social norms, like something weird is happening. And when something weird is happening, you should react and get moving as quickly as possible. Maybe it's a prank. Maybe it's just a unwell person who doesn't actually mean you harm. But maybe not. And the consequences of getting it wrong are really bad. I want to show you this one. I think this is a good example of some more guys behaving very appropriately based on what happens.
Yo, we just doing pranks, bro. Whoa, shit. Relax. Huh?
Yeah, bro, man.
Relax. No. Alright, y'all doing too much, bro. Y'all doing too much.
Yeah, that's the same idiot from the Home Depot in the beginning. But watch this.
I'm good.
And you see those two reactions and you realize that, oh man, if this was a real weirdo, that guy still sitting down. And I know what people think, like, oh, you can just tell. Sometimes you can just tell. But I don't know how I feel about that because I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth here because my normal way of explaining it to people is like, trust your intuition. When your intuition tells you something's wrong, you should definitely act right away. Every assault report I ever wrote began with the victim telling me that they had a bad feeling and ignoring it. But I'm also saying, like, don't trust your intuition when it tells you everything's fine. And I think it goes back to the risk versus reward. There's not a lot of risk in going a little overboard with your reaction to a person acting strangely around you. Not a lot. There are. I'm not going to say there's not, but it's the consequences for underreacting to a person acting strangely around you are far greater. You should get up and get moving, get your hands up, get involved, get engaged, turn everything on, and get ready for a fight. Now, I'm not saying you should blast a guy the second he moans in your ear, but if you did, I probably wouldn't begrudge you, because like a guy walking up to you in public and making that noise in your ear has no business being close to you. In that video that we opened up with, the blind person, you might think, well, why is she freaking out? What is she freaking out over? But listen, we don't know what happened before and after the clip that we saw. Listen to what she's saying.
There's my cart.
Away from me! What the
Whoa.
are you doing? Why do you keep walking up to me, sir?
I'm just trying to get my cart.
This is not your car. I literally have pictures of it sent to my husband. Get away from me.
Are you taking my cart?
Get away from me.
I'm just trying to get my cart.
You feel things with your cane?
Yeah.
Are you the worst
My senses are pretty good.
person in the world?
And I do understand that some people's default way of thinking, they go with whatever they first thought. They'll do the little mental backflips to get to there. They'll say, maybe she's just saying that because it's not true and she wants people around her to think that. That's possible, but that's not the most likely reason that she said that. That same guy also did this.
To C17.
I'm slightly offended by the way you just pointed your finger. Could you not point so aggressively, sir?
Oh, sorry.
Where is it again?
Keep walking straight.
Could you point it out for me?
Alright, you see? I'm just going slowly.
That's a little too fast. Could you do it one more time, just a little bit slower, sir?
That was very funny, both in its premise and the execution. And the guy that they were playing the prank on wasn't the butt of the joke. He actually behaved admirably and sensibly, and nobody got hurt. That's funny. So I wanna ask, when it comes to these pranks, I want to know what you think, like how you should react to a person behaving this way to you in public. But where do we draw the line on pranks? Like, when is it cool? When is it okay? Are you like no pranks are okay, or like everything's fair game? Where is your line? Because I've always wanted to do pranks, but I can't stomach the thought of tormenting a person for a prolonged period of time, like causing them actual emotional distress so that we can laugh. That's the line for me. A little startle or jump scares, I don't see a problem with, but it's the intentionally tormenting a person that I could never get over. Because I've always wanted to do stuff. I love improvising and going out in public. I love the video that we did with Jeff Chan in Central Park. I like doing that sort of stuff, but where do you think the line is? And also, I guess I should ask, zoos, where are we at on zoos? Now, when I first saw that Karen freaks out on innocent blind man video, I got geared up to be really hurt by the comments because I knew what people were going to say, and I was actually wrong. My faith in humanity was restored a little bit because the top comments on that video are overwhelmingly in support of the woman. Like, everybody got it. Everybody saw through his BS. But if you think that the people who react like that, or the people who get violent, are overreacting, remember that you are a slave to your own perspective. You know it's a prank. You know there's a camera there. You know that when it gets out of hand, they're gonna go, it's just a prank, bro, it's just a prank. You know, I know I just hit you in the teeth with a hammer, but it's just a prank, bro. I know I just urinated on your mom, but it's just a prank, bro. It only really works, and it's only really funny, and you only can really find fault with the victim because you know it's a prank. But they didn't know that. They don't know that at the time. And I think that a emotional or violent reaction to someone behaving this way near you in public, I think that's correct.